Good morning, first grade. Today we are going to start with our reading and vocabulary words. The objective today is we're going to identify the new vocabulary words and we're going to be able to give meaning to the words. So to start out, I have your vocabulary words written down. Each of you are going to get a guided note to use during the lesson and during the activity that we're going to work with today. So we're going to pass those out right now. Take one and pass it down. All right, so let's go over the new words quickly, and then we're going to read a story. And we're going to see if we can listen to any of the new vocabulary words are in our story today. Here are the new words. We're just going to do a quick introduction, and we're going to go over them again. All right, vocabulary words, starting with pig, woof, play, wood, straw, brick, house, build, stick, and three. All right, guys, so we are going to listen to the story of the three little pigs. And I want you guys to all listen in the story for some of our new vocabulary words that we are going to discuss in the lesson today. The three little pigs. On the edge of a beautiful forest lived a mommy pig, a daddy pig, and three little pigs. The time had come for the three little pigs to leave home. Watch out for the big bad wolf, warned the daddy pig as he waved goodbye. The three little pigs had walked far when the first little pig grew tired. This will do, yawned the lazy little pig. He quickly built a house from straw that was laying nearby. See the pig and the straw house. See what the next little pig did. It wasn't long before the second little pig stopped walking and looked around her. This will do, she said, and swiftly built a house from the sticks and branches that were scattered around her. So the second little pig used sticks to build their house. The first little piggy used straw. The third little pig walked on and on and on. Finally, he found a pretty area of land by a stream. It was the perfect place to build a house. Any guesses on what the third little pig used to build a house? We'll find out. Right, the third little pig decided to build a strong brick house to keep him safe from the wolf. He drew plans. He bought the best bricks he could find. And finally, after weeks of hard work, he stood back and admired his beautiful new home. So the third little pig used what? Bricks out of the house. And what did the first one use? Correct, straw. And the second, sticks. Okay, let's see what happens next. Meanwhile, the hungry big bad wolf came across the first little pigs resting in the house of straw. Little pig, let me come in, said the wolf. Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin, cried the first little pig. Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house down, howled the hangry wolf. So the big bad wolf huffed, and he puffed, and the tiny straw came coming down. The little pig ran as fast as he could until he arrived at the house of sticks. The big bad wolf snuck up to the house. Little pigs, let me come in, he growled. Not by the hair of my chinny chin chins, cried the frightened little pigs. Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down, howled the hungry wolf. What do you think's gonna happen? Any guesses? And we'll find out. So the big bad wolf huffed and puffed, and the wobbly stick house came tumbling down. You see the pigs? They're up here running from the wolf. See what they do. All right. The little pigs ran on and on and on until they finally reached the third little pig's house. Don't worry, we are safe in my strong brick house. And the third little pig, as they heard a bang at the door. Who could it be? The wolf? Yeah, let's find out. The little pigs, let me come in, said a familiar voice. It was the wolf. So what do you think is going to happen in the story? Is he going to huff and puff the house down? All right, let's read on and see what happens. Not by the hairs on our chinny chin chins, cried the three little pigs. Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down, howled the hungry wolf. So the big bad wolf huffed and he puffed and he puffed and he huffed. But nothing happened. The house didn't even wobble. The wolf was furious and very hungry. He climbed up on top of the roof and he jumped down the chimney. Splash! Ow! Said the wolf. The wolf landed in a pot of boiling hot soup and burned his long furry tail on the fire. He leaped out of the chimney and ran away as quickly as he could. As for the little pigs, they lived happily ever after in their house made of bricks. They never saw the big bad wolf again. All right, so did we listen to any or hear any of the new vocabulary words when we read? Yeah, which ones did you hear? You heard pigs. Well, I hope you would hear pigs. That's the title of our story today. And wolf, yeah, he huffed and puffed. Straw, that was the first house. What's the second house?